Well, you ready? Oh, you already switched. Okay then. When somebody switches and they don't let me know, I'm gonna lag for a second because I'm gonna. Well, no, I didn't hear that. Also, I'm gonna check to see if music's going. No, should have been. Now it is. Ow. Yeah. Hello, nobody in my chat. I mean, you're probably lurk. I mean, if you have any lurkers, hello lurkers. I don't know. I can't see the viewer counter, and I don't want to see it. So whatever. Sup, sup, people in Swedes chat who I can't talk to. It's very lonely over here. Well, to be honest, this is a very good segue to get into the first topic, which is the bottom topic, by the way. Yeah, roughly. I mean, it's been 3 months since of this, so yeah, so it'd be like three. It's it's like the end of May. Well, no, I was thinking it was the end of May, so June, July, August. No, not really, because it's basically almost the day that I ran out of internet. So yeah. So anyway, to explain, we're gonna go ahead and start that bit. To explain this, for anyone who's come and watched or listened technically to these podcasts before, uh, yeah, we have not actually done an episode in roughly 3 months. There, happy now. I said roughly. That helps. And well, big reason for that. Uh, I did not have internet that entire time. No internet at all. Yay me, right? So no internet. I'm poor. I can't afford it. Actually, I can now, but couldn't then. So got something different. Got internet now, and yeah, that's basically that. Is that the only song you know? So you can't do it knowingly, but you can't do it unknowingly. Anyway, so it kind of deprives the second bit here. So yeah, I know, but I'm saying that in the topic list, we literally have this topic here titled as "What Took Us So Long." Nexus explains. Swede makes fun of. Yet there is no making fun of. So come on. I still think it's more than a half. May 26th. Well, it's at the end of May, so it's not really half. There's only a few days left until that, so that's not. It's more than half. Three fourths. Yeah. So 2 months and three fourths. Almost. We'll just say almost 3 months. Okay, it works. Anyway, it's been that long. I haven't had internet. I've explained this in my previous streams, but we're also talking here to the Swedes audience, and they don't know me, so I have to explain again. So that happens, and because of that, we don't do the podcast without each other. It has to be me and him at the very least. Not gonna add somebody else. I mean, if we do, it has to be three of us or whatever. So he wasn't gonna start it without me. It's basically that. which is about 5 minutes. We'll talk about it for 5 minutes and then go to something else. Yeah. It's funny he says F that show when in reality it's one of his favorites. It's kind of sad. That's why I said one of. Well, I don't know. You've had two new shows recently that you have gotten crazed into, which we'll explain that later, but okay. So it's your fourth favorite. What are you doing? Okay, it's okay, but it sounds like you are either playing with change, keys, or glass. So what are you? Okay. Also, don't do that next to the mic ever again. That hurts. So, yeah, all right. So I guess since we're already on the topic, do you want to start that topic? I guess I still kind of counts. It's very specific. If it was for my daughter, I would fight a demon lord. I don't know, something like that. Yeah. I watched some similar to that. Not really, but I watched some with the same name. With a similar name. You know, I literally have something here which I can just immediately tell you, right? Hold up. Trying to find it. Trying to find it. It just says sci-fi adventure shonen. Well, I'd say it's like, I mean, usually when they categorize it as that, like, they'll actually say comedy when it's like, you know, always crazy comedy, but usually there's a show that won't say it, but it's like, oh, hey, it's got a lot of funny moments. So, but just like that's not the core theme of it to be funny. Yeah, that does make me kind of want to watch it just a bit more because, like, dark humor. Not bad. I'm checking. it's somewhere. No, don't hide already. I can't check because the dang thing's slow. Thank you. Wow. Did you watch the prequel? It's just an OVA, but I mean, did you watch it? It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. A little wholesome. So it is one episode, and it is a wholesome episode. There's also apparently a music thing, a music video. That's weird. Okay, I don't know, some music video thing. Like, I wouldn't want to watch that. I've been busy watching other stuff. I mean, I have watched quite a few here, but been busy. Mm. Pretty sure the reason why it had a long name is because it was from a light novel, and light novels have long names. Most is what I said. Say most. What is? I mean, hey, I only have three, and we're not really gonna. Hmm? Well, we'll get there in a minute. You're kind of skipping ahead. Yeah, yeah, exactly. This is the thing. You mentioned yours, and I haven't said a word yet. You're just going on with the top like, oh, here are my latest watches. Okay, now for my watch plans, like, hey, what about me? Like, I'm here. Can I join in on this? Can I join in on this? Am I allowed? Can I sit at the cool kids table where I can talk about this stuff? Oh, I can't say go to the table of the nerds because we're already there. It's the school where even the table nerds don't want you there. You're not even allowed to sit there. Go to sit with the cool kids. No, get out of here, loser. Go over to the table of other nerds and stuff. Like, hey, it's like no, get out of here. Like, oh, God, that's the worst. Pretty sure that doesn't even happen anymore. I can tell you now, any of the places I went, that was just not a thing. Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Regardless, I mean, for us, it was like, hold on. Like the first two bit, like, okay, for like first two schools, it was just you had to sit with your class, but then like the last bit was going to a certain lunch block. Mhm. I mean, for us, it was basically it was just like what class you were in. It wasn't really put to a point. It was just like what the class's subject was, and like that's how they divided it. So sometimes like, oh, science goes first, or oh, no, PE always or PF in this case. So basically, your one class is full of the exact same people. You just go ahead and have different subject. Well, that's the thing. We didn't either. We didn't get to choose our subject. It just we got put into different classes. We just you go there. Well, yeah, but like I said, when it comes down to it, it's just that like for us, it was whatever. Like I said, you don't choose any of your classes at all. You don't get to choose. It's just hey, you do this. It's part of the curriculum or whatever, and it's just you get put in. It just or whoever has enough slots available, and you go for it. So it's like someone could go to first is this class, then second is that, and mixes around. We have like 4 to 6. Mm-hmm. Then just jump over to. Why are we talking about school? One of the things we just got to get away from. We wanted to get away from it all of our lives, and now we're back into it. Anyway, so to go back to my latest watches, let's just say they're not exactly that grand. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you sure? No, nah. Well, I mean, one of the newer ones, Fairy Gone. That one actually isn't too bad. It's basically about like soldiers in a war who got these. I don't know. So basically, it's like fairies like living in the same world or something, and they take like fairy organs or something, and like stick them inside of people, and they become fairy soldiers. They just summon a fairy and battle with them. I guess I don't know. It's weird. So it's basically like that, and yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's like family organization or fairy. It's like a I could say without spoiling anything. Well, that happened. You're streaming. I'm streaming. We both kind of have crappy networks. What do you think was going to happen? Well, that's what I'm saying. We're lower on both ends. Like I'm saying, like your speeds went down a little bit, mainly your upload, and then mine went down. So we both are having slight issues on that. Had rocks. Okay. Well, yeah, it was called stoning. Anyway, no, that was actually the term. Go to get stoned. Okay. Now here's the part where you don't judge. Yeah, yeah. One required. Okay. Yeah, one required just a rock, and this other bit required a plant and piece of paper. So here's where the judgment does not take off. So no judgments. Don't you dare. You're gonna do it anyway. I can see it in your eyes. Just just judgmental eyes. Freaking Yuzu comes in here. Anyway, stare. So Yeah. To note that is a thing between us. That is like a inside joke, but technically it's not because it's on a stream. You just have to skim through it until one of us makes a highlight reel. We'll figure out how that goes. As I was saying, so yeah, one show decided to watch mainly because I really had no idea what the hell else to watch. I was like, okay, there's really nothing I want to watch. What do I want to watch? So basically, just saw the show Data Live. Just saw the thumbnail, like, all right, whatever. We'll see what this is. Okay, it's okay. It's weird at the same time. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's basically just about you know, in this case, again, beings called spirits, where in order to save, it's you, you have to kill them or you save them by making them fall in love with you or something. It's like that. Like that's the story. I'm like, wow, okay. As you can imagine, it's a harem, and I don't really like those. Kind of stupid. I know, right? We have enough of that. But I'm saying, like, I don't like that kind of crap. It's like, you're just like freaking spinning around. Anyway, that was the thing. Uh, then how not to summon a demon lord? That was an odd choice. Yeah. Basically, it's just a story of a guy who gets summoned into like a world that's similar to an MMO he played. So basically, got summoned into that as his game character, who is a demon lord, as he called himself. And yeah, and basically, like the people who summoned him in there were trying to what was it? They summoned him in there, trying to enslave him or whatever, but like the spell backfired and enslaved them. So that was fun. But okay, that was that show. And now I'm on Assassination Classroom. Yay me. Still the same spot, which is second season, like 3 episodes left, I think. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty good season, so give it a check. I mean, it gets pretty good, you know. And for anyone who hasn't watched, of course, it's just world's gonna end. Only way to fix it is for literally no random reason, just like the worst of a school's students, just basically have to try to assassinate their teacher, which is also the thing that will be ending the world. So, yeah, there's a lot of that. Yeah, a lot of comedy. Also, not gonna spoil why, but or about the character. Okay, really two characters. I kind of like them both, but mainly just Karma. I just I just love Karma. Yes. Like that is good character. Also, what? They're in junior high, I think. So you tell me, because I we don't have junior high. So there's that, and then Nagisa isn't a bad character either. So what? He's underage. Well, I think they're in high school. I think they're in high school afterwards. So maybe they're good now. I don't know. I think they're in high school in season two. Anyway, uh, again to note, yeah, that's a thing. Those are two good characters. But basically, if you like a lot of comedy and it's about just basically like a good old assassination story, good show. A lot of people already watched it though because it's like a very popular one. Yeah, Oh God, this is actually a my God. I mean, we're not going to start it right now because we're going to watch plans next, but that is a good segue into something else. Hmm. Well, it's not really that. It's not really media that does it. Just other bits, but yeah, we'll get into that. But watch plans. You were gonna go on some. So what you got? You take your crunchy roll, and I'll take my sushi roll. What? Oh, which is I mean, what is that even about? Is that, do you know? Hmm. There's a few shows on here, but I don't know why. See, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, hey, I just realized I have that. You know, if it's for my daughter, Demon War thing. Like, oh yeah, I do have them on my watch list. Anyway, the yeah, it's at 7 episodes right now. So when it gets to 12, what? You know, I can pay it all, so who cares? But see, this is the thing. You, this is the other side of anime. This is the side of anime that people don't really like. It's just like the people who don't watch it, they're always just like, "Oh God, like, oh, like, oh, anime is gonna be stupid because it's just a," or I guess you know the stereotype is, "Oh, it's like a bunch of perverts watching it or whatever." Like, you know, that's not the reason, but it is Japan. It's kind of the thing in a lot of ways. Hmm. I mean, hey, it's a culture thing. Whatever. Uh, hmm. I mean, I've heard that it's pretty good, but I don't know. Okay, hey, hey, at least we at SFC don't do that. Oh no. Wait. Okay, you spelled that wrong. I gotta read this chat message because it just made me laugh. Hella Gamer says, "Who will win, Weebs or?" Says, "Where a booze?" I think it means we a booze, but okay. Technically, yeah. It's supposed to be Weeb and Otaku's the other bit, but yeah, yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's the thing. So unless wearaboo is what you meant to say, I don't know what that'd be. I don't know. But yeah, there's that. You know, that's the thing with me though. I can't really say my watch plans because honestly, I have a lot. And the kind of way I watch, I have 274. Okay, well here's the thing. So because I recently got TV as well, I got a TV in my room. So basically, I can, for me, I prefer go ahead, freaking yell at me, judge me. I prefer watching dubs in a lot of ways, mostly just because I can tune out. Like I can tune out and I can still understand the story without even having to look at the screen at all. I can just understand the story. But when it's sub, you have to freaking pay attention at all times, or at the very least, you can look away for a couple seconds and still kind of get it, but you can't just look away. So, yeah. No, I did not get a door. I just got that comment too. Got a comment saying like, "But did you get your door?" Like, no, I don't have a door. I got a TV. I got cable. I got internet again, but I did not get a door. The door. Yeah, let me close that door. Let me just reach for that doorknob that doesn't exist. But anyway, as I was saying, because I got TV, it's a thing that's airing on. It's basically Adult Swim, I guess, or Toonami, or whatever. But Fire Force, that's airing right now, so I'll be starting to watch that soon. I need to catch up on it because they're on episode 4 in the dub, so I need to catch up a little bit. But yeah, Fire Force, basically firefighters who have sort of. It looks like they have like powers of some sort. I don't know. I've just heard it's kind of good. It's a newer one, so yeah, that's something I'll be checking out. Baffles. Um, there's not really much else I could check. Not really. The way I kind of like watch anime in a way, it's different than what a lot of people do. A lot of people have like a specific set of things they'd want to, and they just scroll down and click or whatever. I put mine into a spin wheel. I have a decision wheel app that I put all the anime titles that I want to watch, or that someone's recommended to me. I put it all there, and then I just spin the wheel and see what I get, and then I watch it. That is my method. It's a weird one, but it's just how I get things done. So, yeah, and I can tell I'm boring you. Jeez. But yeah, that is how it went, or how it goes. So I can't really say much of mine now. The only thing I say is Fire Force because it's there. That's not a watch plan really, because like I said it was in the latest watches and it's still going. There's only 3 episodes, so I don't really count it as a watch plan. Watch plan would be something I haven't. I'd say it's something I haven't watched yet, and I want to. I spent a lot of anime series actually, a lot. I started that way. Yeah, here, you know what? I'm gonna go down my list. I'm gonna go down my on. Let's see, Shakugan no Shana. I think that's the name. It's like a 2000. Yeah, it's a 2005 anime, so you can expect it to be kind of stale in comparison of these days. So yeah, I have 11, but there's that. I'll skim through this. No Game, No Life. Everyone freaking loves that one, apparently. I didn't really care much in the first episode. I watched a little bit of it and I'm like, this looks boring as hell. I'm stopping. Log Horizon. No. Again, I watched like 4 episodes. I fell asleep because of how boring it was. Your Lie in April. I stopped watching that just because it was like, well, I imagine this is gonna get good, but I just not in the mood right now. Overlord, boring. That's not how you say that. Shigatsu wa Kimi no So. Anyway, no Overlord, recovering MMO junkie, no, or Netu no Suzume. Whatever, not that. And you recommended to me, huh? Yeah, and you recommended to me Be the Beginning, but I actually have that on hold right now. I only watched 2 episodes of it. Yeah, it's kind of a thing. I need something to kind of hook me in on the first episode or two. Like I watch at least 2 episodes most of the time, and if it just doesn't get to me right then and there, I don't want to be a part of it. Like I don't really want to watch this. I want to watch something else. But if it gets me in the first episode, or like I said, the second one, then I'm like, okay, I'll see this through. I'm gonna say I have not watched that at all. No, no. I mean, it's on my list, but I haven't watched that. Hmm. There's that. I think you also recommended me Kimi no Kawa. I think that was the name of it. Yeah, I think you recommended that too. But I'm like, yeah, that's the thing. I don't really watch. I don't. I really don't watch a lot of movies. Like I don't. I mean, even if they're good and it's just a movie, so it's only a couple of hours. It's like I don't know. It's just like it feels too much, and at the same time, feels like something that would just be packed all together, so it would just be boring. Like I want something that's like spread apart in a good story, not put all freaking together and just like, ugh, I don't know. My thing. Mm. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Okay, when it comes to Argo, it's just like there's not really much to her character, so you're not losing too much. And then when it comes to yeah, but there's not a lot to her character though. It's just like one of those side characters you don't ever see, especially after the first season. But then you get Mako. You don't just don't take that away. That's a good one. Yeah, but I don't. Okay, that's the thing. I don't play the games, and also in a way, I don't affiliate it with my character choice because it's technically not a part of it. I mean, it's a side story in a sense, or not really a side story. It's more like, yeah, it's its own canon basically. So it kind of doesn't work with anime list. If it was a game list, sure. Licorice. I'm gonna say licorice because it's supposed to be like licorice. Oh God. You know what? I'll put it on stream. I'll put it on stream here in a bit. Oh, look in general my server. Anyway. Oh boy. Yeah, don't read it out loud, but just look. I guess it works. Oh man. I mean, all you have to do is, I guess you know, like download it, I guess, and then just like, or maybe copy it, and then like push paste into the stream. It'll just pop up. Yeah, I mean, not now. We're not talking about it at the moment, so no point in doing it right now. But yeah, it's basically about watch plans, really. So what are we getting into next? Do we want to get into that topic, or do we want to get into some? Well, okay, that topic. What do you think would take longer? The one about one is dumb, one sounds dumb. Okay. Well, I mean, it's not really that it sounds dumb. It's just something. Usually, when I add topics to this, it's something that I'm pissed off about, or I really want to talk about because I'm pissed off about it. So it's just I added it in. Kind of. Talk about some dumb shit. So I'm gonna make a meme right now, and it's just actually, I got one. Just basically put a meme that it could be like the white box at the top says, what do those guys usually talk about on the Nerd Ensemble, and you just have the Toy Story 4 thing of Forky saying trash. Yeah. Or what do you like to do on the Nerd Ensemble? Just like trash, because it's like, yeah, that'll do it. Really, it's nerds talking about stuff, but mostly, I guess, really just like us, like talking about stuff that kind of gets to us more. It's just like something that we're kind of wanting to talk about, and most of the time, it's stuff we want to trash because that's a lot of crap happening that just needs to be trashed, or it's just some we've done, like played or watched, and it's just like, okay, this needs it. We just need to do something about it. I mean, I wouldn't say that. Yeah, we're both content creators, and we trash the hell out of both YouTube and Twitch. Eh, no. I'm like, freedom of speech. Why not? To be honest, yes. That is a thing, though. I mean, this is actually okay. We'll kind of get into that topic. It's a subtopic. It's not even on the list because it was a thing that was happening weeks ago, and it's kind of not needed now. But I guess we can go for it. Uh, the whole thing with like Mixer and its guidelines for whatever it was, dress code. Like, just the main point of it was saying that people, were like pissed off. Cause like, oh, they're saying we can't wear this or can't wear that. Like, okay, how about you think about this? Twitch basically kind of has the same rules, the exact same rules, but they don't tell you that. They don't even give you guidelines. They just say, hey, don't do it. And you don't even know what it is. And then you go to Mixer and it's like, oh, hey, they give you a guided list to tell you, just be careful in this sense because that's the kind of thing we want to go for. At least they're telling you. So, good to go. That is YouTube. YouTube just does not care. I don't know. I mean, when it comes down to it, though, there's a lot of issues on every side. And when it comes down to it, I don't know. The thing is, though, people get so mad with the whole Mixer dress code things. Like, oh, they're telling us what to wear. We can't just wear what we like or whatever. Like, well, technically you couldn't. It's streaming, so there's always gonna be a guideline. And also, your content is not your content online. It belongs to them. So, would right now, I'm streaming to Twitch, YouTube, and Mixer. This stream right now is owned by all three because I'm streaming there. I am sharing my. All I'm doing is just, I don't know. They're giving me the rights to stream to a platform. That's it. The content technically is owned by them, so they get to choose what happens with it. I don't really get a choice. So that's the whole point of the guidelines. And if you don't like that, well, oh well. And besides, it's not gonna hurt you just to freaking wear something different. I mean, it's not like we're trying to enforce it on you in your actual lifestyle. It's like, hey, wear it for a couple of hours. You're good. Switch back to what you like. Good story. It's only a couple of hours. Just like, I mean, hey, you're good. I mean, that's obvious. Yeah, that's obvious.
Maybe we should switch to that platform, play games.
That's been a recurring joke everywhere. Everyone's saying that. Like, you know what? Screw these platforms. I'm just gonna go to Pornhub and stream. Like, what the hell? I don't even think they allow that. Name drop. I'm sure they kind of can. Whatever. Anyway, go ahead. Just go ahead. Slightly. I don't know. They're weird. But what was I gonna say? Shit, you freaking threw me off topic. I have no idea what I'm talking about now. So yeah, I know we're talking about that, but I mean, it just like you threw me off of what I was actually gonna say about it. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so basically the rule is obviously just have some basically for all of the guidelines for every single rating, doesn't matter what, have something on over your torso. Is basically the point because don't go shirtless or completely seeable. Not even guys can do that. That's the funny thing. Not even guys. If you feel like at a swimming pool or something and you're streaming that live, I mean, I guess people like doing that. But you can't be shirtless. No one can be shirtless in it. Not even a guy. You have to have something. I'm sure they can have tank tops. Pretty sure of that. You know, guys. And I think I don't remember what that's in. Yeah. I think tank top is in the teen rating or in the other rating. It's not in family friendly. I don't think that's allowed. That's the thing. Everybody's all about that a little bit. Honestly, I don't know anyone who does family friendly streams anymore. I mean, yeah, there are people that want to be more towards that. Like they don't want to. I'm just saying that there's not many people who want to swear that much or anything. Like, okay, that's fine. You don't have to swear that much if you don't want to. But it's just like there's still connections to it in that. And when it's family friendly, you can't just start playing some random game that's rated M and then just start going with family friendly content. Like that's not how that works, buddy. So some way you're gonna have to go if you want to be family friendly. I guess you have to do kid games or games that a kid could play, which is getting very narrow these days, considering everybody thinks, oh, even Fortnite's a violent thing, which it's a stupid thing, but it's not violent. It's just stupid. There's not even blood in the game. Yeah, it's not violence. It just, I guess there's elements of it, but again, there's not even blood in the game. Come on. Still a stupid game. This is the first podcast that I've actually read out on my chat because I kind of prefer not reading chat during it. It's like whenever we're in between topics, I like to read it. It seems more of a professional way for a podcast, but I keep seeing these damn comments. Uh, Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay's a very family friendly. He should start streaming. Oh, great. Actually, no, that would be great. He can actually, obviously do the gaming stuff. Like, oh god, that okay. You know what? That is something I did not know I needed. I need Gordon Ramsay to just start streaming games at some point, just to see him go online and rage. That's all I want. That's all I want to see. But actually, yeah, that would be a thing. Yeah, let him play a cooking simulator game and just be like, "That's how that works." Of course, I can't do a good British accent, but I'm just saying, just imagine that. And then, of course, there's obviously the food and drink category, so he could actually uh, do that. He could actually just stream him cooking something. Like, oh, hey, here's how to do this. Like, well, that'd be cool. But still, the other bit that'd be funny, and I would want that. Oh god. Where did I put that? Wow. Also, you're in the wrong chat to see the stuff. But anyway, wow. According to EA, your game is fucking raw. It's not even finished yet. Put it back in the oven. Uh, well, he wouldn't say. I don't think he'd say kiddo. He said something worse, but you know. Oh man. I just need this now. I need a Gordon Ramsay story of him doing, or just a video of him just like doing these. I just need this. But yeah, I don't know. There's not really much else to talk about on that topic with the guideline stuff and Twitch being. Well, I mean, hey, technically we could go into a little bit other bits that involves Mixer and Twitch, but not much to talk about. Nice job. I mean, you could literally just go to the page and then do a pop out chat, and you have the chats there, and you don't have to worry about anything. Or, or, or I give you the embed link, and you could just see all three whenever it pops up. And it's one page. Mm. Yeah, because no, yeah, because yeah, I'm trying to see how that's working. So I guess we can talk about that a little bit. The whole issue there. Everybody knows issue. I guess. I don't know. Everybody knows the whole. I can't really tell. You know what I should have done? Actually, I might do that. Actually, well, no, I was about to say because both of ours are facing towards the left. I was thinking I could probably flip my image, and then mine would be facing to the right, and yours to the left. So it's like we're looking sort of like that. I guess. I was thinking that like, that'll be fine. It's fine. Nah, I don't have that. I don't have that much of an annoying audience. I don't have that much of an annoying audience because I only have like 3 people in it, and that is not at the same time either. That's like 3 people. It's like one person every so often. Anyway, I guess the other big thing to talk about, which I'll just quickly get through it because honestly, everyone knows it by now. Yeah, Ninja moved from Twitter to, I mean, Twitter, Jesus Christ, Twitch to Mixer. I was putting them together, Twitch and Mixer. It's like, so Twitter and whatever. Point. Yeah, yeah, that's it, everybody. Yep, doing periscopes only. No, but yeah, like I said, what? But yeah, Twitch to Mixer. Honestly, the only way I would watch him, which you don't really care because you don't like it, but it's like the whole. Apparently, one of his like reasons of is because going back to the roots because he used to just play Halo back in the day. So like, you know what? If he started streaming that a little bit, I'd probably watch that. I would not watch any of the Fortnite stuff because I don't like Fortnite. It's only because it was just a trend to say that. At first, it was just to say it, and now they're like, oh, hey, we should actually do it. First, like, oh, Minecraft was a big thing. All the kids were into that, and then Fortnite came out, and then it became a thing. Kids are into that only, and then it's like, why don't people go back to Minecraft? Because why not? Like, we should all go back to that, and look at that, we did.
Everybody wants battle royale. Screw you guys. We're gonna go into some Minecraft PvP and play some freaking Hunger Games. That was the best way to go. Basically, you can basically just do freaking everything there in Fortnite. It's like you do two things. Actually, you have three things. Yeah, you have creator mode, the actual battle royale, then you have the campaign, which honestly, that's probably the only thing that is good is the campaign. No, I think it's still there. But anyway, no, nobody wants to spend $30 versus free. But anyway, yeah, and anyway, because that whole move, everything, ninja moving. Of course, everybody was always the whole. Apparently, Twitch was bitter, very bitter about that. Just decided, oh hey, first we're gonna unverify the guy. Then he'll be the only channel in Twitch existence to where it won't show any of his old content anymore. It would just be recommended channels. You can't see any of his VODs or anything. So it just goes recommended. And then what's even worse is the very first, literally, the very first video that was recommended was somebody watching porn. Literally, that was actually the recommended stream on Twitch. Was I don't know if I don't know if it was somebody watching it or if it actually was someone streaming them doing the stuff onto that. But point is, it was porn. So that was that. And you can imagine kids who watch Ninja like crazy go to the channel and see that right there. Like, okay, well, Twitch, you are screwing everything up. You're making yourself look terrible and very petty as hell. Oh yeah, they already look terrible, but they're making themselves look even worse. Like, jeez, it almost makes me want to just say, "Screw you, Twitch, I'm out of here." But I have nowhere else to go. I don't really want to use YouTube because the algorithm's broken as hell. And if I try to play anything, like, here's an explanation real quick of this little bit. I streamed Black Ops 2. What's that? Yesterday, or the day before? I think the day before. Yeah, 2 days ago. So I streamed that, and because of the ending, at the end of Black Ops 2, they have the Carry On music video. I had no idea that entire scene was the music video. I thought it was just like something on around that. So I only got 2 seconds of the actual song, or like 1 or 2 seconds of the actual song in the stream, and I immediately skipped it because I'm like, okay, I don't want any copyright in here. The whole thing gets copyrighted, that whole scene, and my videos, the entire stream is completely blocked worldwide. So yeah, I have to. It's already downloaded. I just have to need to go. I just have to edit it, take that entire scene out, re-upload it, and it's fine again. But yeah, thanks YouTube. You don't help anything. There isn't even a remove option, and I can't go to the video editor in the YouTube Creator Studio. That's the thing. You can go in there and just take a piece of your video out. I can always go into there, take it out, and then I don't lose any of my analytics from that stream. But now I do, because it got blocked, and I have to re-upload. Yeah, it's a horrible life. So yeah, YouTube, I wouldn't want to be set there alone because it's trash. Twitch, the company itself is starting to look like trash, like extremely. It was already doing stupid stuff, but now it's just starting to look really terrible because they're freaking crybabies. And we have Mixer, where just not many people watch it that much. I mean, we have Ninja moving over, so more people are going to come over to watch Mixer stuff, but it's just, there's not that many people watching on Mixer. So you're not going to get a lot of attention. Seriously. Well, really, that's the thing. It's owned by Microsoft, but they have free reign. They can just do what they want. It's not all dictated by Microsoft, and that's one thing I hate when people say that. It's like, oh, it's a Microsoft thing, or if it's a studio, if it's like a studio or something that Microsoft bought, it's like, oh, Microsoft dictates what they do. Like, no, they don't. And then they're like, oh, if it gets bought by them, it's like, it's got to be an Xbox exclusive now. No, they are a lot of those are still allowed to go to PS4 or PC. They're still allowed. Just the main ones have to be Xbox exclusive because they started that way. So it's like, it's kind of meant that way, and it'd be kind of weird to just put it on some other console. But yeah. So again, that's a, I mean, that too, but then there's also people who are like, Xbox exclusive or something like, well, technically it's Microsoft exclusive because they can always put it on PC. Always. Nope. Nope. Halo 1 and 2 were PC games. Technically, Halo 1 was a Mac game originally. It was supposed to be Mac only, but Microsoft bought Bungie, so they became Xbox and PC. Well, it was Xbox, then it got a horrible port to PC, and then Halo 2, when it comes out on Xbox, gets a horrible port to PC. You see the rhythm. It didn't go well. So now we have the side games that are on PC, and now we're getting all the main games put on PC later, like either later in the year or next year. So we'll see on that. No, it's completely done. Okay, a lot of the stuff stays, but it's a lot of the code is reconstructed, so it's not a port in a sense. They are actually working crazily to fix everything, and they're transparent. So screw you guys. Screw the guys who are. Yeah, understatement of the year. Everybody already did that. Yeah, and also it's like, well, everyone else has already done that. Like everyone else started cross-playing before you guys. Like, but we got it now. Isn't that cool? Like, yeah, maybe if you did it to begin with, but then you looked like assholes because you're like, oh, we don't want to do cross-play because we want to be stingy competitors. The point of competition is to help your own, to help yourself. And apparently their logic was, well, if we join up with them, then that is not competition. Like that's not being competitive, and that just kills it. It's basically just being a bad sport. It's like some at a football game where you're playing against another team and you're just like you absolutely hate their guts or something. You don't want anything to do with them. And a lot of times at the end of games, especially school games, they have well, actually I think it's just school games. They have the whole thing where it's just like, you go over to the other team and just say, like, hey, good job or whatever, like, good job for winning or you know, try good luck next time. It's like, you'll probably do better. But yeah, there's that whole thing. But then, of course, like I said, Sony being the whole, oh, we're just bad sports. We don't care. We don't like the other guys. Or PlayStation in general. But that's only because they started long. I mean, they started first. Yeah, but we don't count them in this still. We're talking about Microsoft and Sony. I mean, Nintendo, to me, I feel like Nintendo doesn't even belong in the big three. It belongs on its own and not in a bad way, in a good way. Like it's just like they don't really need to compete. What they make is just good in a sense. They don't really need to compete with them. Yeah, until you realize the knockoffs. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they made good enough IPs where it just go straight into it of like, we don't like I said, you just don't really need to compete with the other two. They're basically in a league of their own. And that's not saying, Nintendo best company. That's not what I'm saying here. It's just that they don't really need to compete because most of the time, like 8 times out of 10, like 8 to 9 times out of 10, it really depends on what they're doing. Uh, they make good games. They don't really screw it up. I mean, there are some games that people just don't like, or they're just like, okay, whatever, sure thing, Nintendo. But it's just like it happens. Like every company does that. Yeah, and well, okay. I was about to say every game everyone's always happy with, but I'm going to not say that about Pokemon because there is a lot of hate in the community right now. Mm. All because we want a national Pokedex. Like, why don't you just go screw off and enjoy the fact there's a game coming out? That is another thing I hate about the community. Like, I really, really hate about communities. Like, gaming communities, basically. It's just that it's always that. It's always because the developers want to try to please the community. They want to try to be, nice and try to be, good with good terms. They don't want to just like go off on their own and not listen to what they say. They want to actually try to listen to the community and get their feedback. But it's just the fact that so many people want it. The hype is generated to freaking pass the ceiling into the atmosphere all the way up to the next galaxy. It just keeps going all the way up, and it just ruins everything because then publishers and whatever, so Nintendo themselves in this case, are just like crashing down at Game Freak saying, you gotta freaking hurry this up because everyone's gonna be pissed if it's not. And then people are gonna be pissed because it's rushed. Honestly, I kind of like the idea. I mean, I know it was a Pokemon Go clone, but I did like the idea. Sure, at first I didn't know it was a Pokemon Go clone, but then when I figured it out, I was like, oh, that's slightly disappointing. But I'm like, it still looks cool. Kind of like that. Yeah, they just want the game. They don't really care if it's good. That's like basically the I've mentioned this. I think I've mentioned this before on that thing, but I've mentioned it. I've definitely mentioned it before somewhere. I don't know if I mentioned it here, but it's basically like the way the Halo community is right now. They're freaking so crazy about it. And I mentioned it before. They are being very transparent these days. They're actually giving full blogs, like full posts, update posts about what's going on, what stuff they're fixing, what glitches they're having. They're trying to fix it, asking people suggestions of things they'd like to have. Something that the original MCC didn't, because this is for the PC version. So they're like, okay, what that didn't have, what would you like it to have? Tell us. And they do that. Then you have people who are actually doing pre-builds. Yeah, they are doing mod support. So they're playing all that stuff, and it's just like, because there's just a bunch of people going around like, oh, we want the game now, or it's like you shouldn't have announced it that early. Now everyone freaking wants it. Like da da da. Like they can announce it whenever the hell they want to. It's a company, and yeah, I mean it's just the thing. Like they hold on, I'm red. My thing's red. Okay, there we go. Anyway, they're just like, oh, you should have announced it later when it was more done. Like, I don't know about you, but a lot of companies announce it when they start making it or when they're at a decent point in the beginning of development, and they'll announce their game like, hey, we're making this. Here's a teaser trailer or something just to show off like, hey, we're doing it, and then they start. But the thing is, a lot of companies won't tell you their site, like what's going on in the back, behind the scenes. They won't tell you anything because they're just gonna be hard at working on it. The payload devs, they're actually telling you everything that's going on, and they're giving you pre-build, or certain people are getting pre-builds or whatever. So that's a good thing. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And they're doing like a three-ring thing, I believe. It's like first ring is the absolute development crew, and then the second one, no, it's like that. No, I think it's like first is like in-house friends or something, like in-house friends. Second one is outhouse friends, so it's people that are 343 friends only. They get theirs a little bit. Then the third one is the community. So it's just like they're doing like that whole system there, and that's how it works. So yeah, they get a lot of ways to test glitches and everything, so you know it's going to be good. But everyone wants it to be rushed and crazy, and I'm like, do you not remember 2014? And I don't know if you know about this because it was a big thing, but the thing is with MCC when it first launched in 2014, it was a giant broken mess. It was horrible. No one could play multiplayer. No one could play online. Every game was breaking in it. So we don't need that again. Yeah. Yeah, basically, it's even worse of how many game. It's pretty bad of how many games these days have day one patches. Like that's how bad it is because they rush it out so much they have to, or like I don't know, a week or two later they have to put out a patch because the game's super freaking broken. So they have to just patch it for some reason because they have to rush it out. All because people want the game so badly. If every developer just decided to not rush at all, don't set specific deadlines. Set like I mean you can set a specific one, but just be like set it and don't just worry about it. If you're not good on production when you're getting close to that deadline, push the deadline. Just, delay the game a little bit. Sure people will be a little bit annoyed, but oh well. Well, I don't really think it needs to be that long. At least 1 years, I guess, but it depends on how you are. Because a lot of games usually take about 2 years. Yeah, that is a lot of games actually. A lot of games like will go into early access, like like pre-early access or pre-alphas or something. Like, oh hey, we're in this like super early stage, like for example, Ark or 7 Days to Die. Mm. I was about to say they on console in general released it, but yeah, that's how they done every console. Yeah, right. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. I want to answer this one chat real quick. That topic is that's actually gonna be a topic here in just a bit, Hello Gamer. So we'll get into that in a minute. We'll get to that here later. That's probably the last topic actually because I don't know. It might be earlier because of what we're talking about now, but it's just yeah, we'll see. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of people in the community is just becoming terrible these days. Always wanting to push things forward and like, oh hey, we need the games now. We want it now. Like, how about you just take a freaking minute and realize, hey, game development is absolutely hard. It is extremely difficult process. There are hundreds of people working on it, like day and night, having to work tons of hours, especially overtime, getting overworked. Like having to do all that just so you can get your stupid game that you're probably going to play for a few hours and never play again. So, how about you just sit there and have a little respect? Yeah, you know what? You want a good game? You want to see how this works? How about you start some game development? There are tons of free programs and classes out there. Literally, you could go to, say, for example, here's a name drop, sololearn.com or .org, I think it's .org. Uh, not asking you to sponsor. This is free advertisement for you guys. Basically, that is a website so you can learn how to program in a few languages. Also, Code Academy, there's another one. There are tons of them out there. You can just go and get free lessons for programming. Go do that. You can learn how to program something, and then there's a lot of engine stuff where you don't even have to know a lot about graphic design or whatever. You can just throw stuff together. There you go. As long as you know a bit of programming. And then there you go. You got it. Try to make your own game. See how far you get. It's not going to be fun. Yeah. You do that. Tell us that you're making the game, so we can tell you that, like, we could just start threatening you to hurry it up. We just like, hey, hurry it up. Hey, want to play your game? Hey, get that done. You said this would be done. You said this feature would be in there, the other day. How come it's not there yet? So freaking get it done. Like, seriously. It is many years old. I don't know how old it's I don't I mean, hell, that's a developer who makes a game on their own time because they want to, not because it's a job, because they want to. It's just a popular community game. But then you have actual companies who it's their job to do it, but it's just you want to keep rushing them as if like that's going to do anything. But half the time, the company has to listen to that, and then their superiors or whatever are like, okay, you kind of have to hurry. The community is getting impatient, and we're going to start losing some players or whatever. It's like, well, how about you just don't worry about that? Stop worrying about what they think in that case. Avoid all that crap. Work on your own pace. And people who wanted to be rushed, just no. I'm done talking to you. You are not even worth the time. So yeah. I should we? I mean, it kind of is like a. It's almost like a complete switch change in a way, and yeah, I was gonna say like the bot. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. So okay, the topic that if anyone saw the Halo Gamer was talking about, we will get to that later. We'll talk about the topic that is now in the or basically is in our stream titles. So, Swede, you think video games? Do you think those guys cause violence? Do you think that's a violent thing there? No, not that I recall. I don't remember. I don't remember. Okay. So I played Doom recently, and that is a very violent game. You kill a lot. You can rip heads off of freaking demons and stuff. You can do a bunch of crap. I don't remember doing anything violent lately. I haven't shot anybody. I haven't punched anybody in the face lately. I haven't violently swore at my parents, and for freaking ever. Because honestly, no, I don't do that. Huh. Okay, that's a different story. But I'm saying when it comes to mine, I mean, I say words, but hello, I'm an adult. I can freaking swear if I want to. But it just, I don't go crazy with it because what's the point of that? But yeah, basically same. I mean, here's the thing: when it comes to in real life, basically, I I'm very passive aggressive about things. Like, you could tell that I'm kind of mad about something because obviously I look mad, but I'm not going to take it out or anything. I'm not going to freaking punch somebody or whatever. Maybe I'll yell. Maybe. It depends on how mad I am. You really have to get me mad for that. Yeah, I mean, it happens. But when it's something digital or, like, say, say online or something really stupid that just like annoys me, I'll probably go a little overboard sometimes. I don't mean to. It just happens. I don't think I've ever. No, actually, yeah, yeah. I was gonna say I don't think I've ever broke a controller out of rage, but I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe I have. I have broken an old like plastic BB gun out of rage because I was like so annoyed. I just like had it in my hand and just like basically hit the ground with it, and I'm like, oh, it's broke. Oh shit. Like, oh well. That thing was only like $12 anyway. Uh, no, no, not a controller. I'm talking about a plastic BB gun. Like it shoots plastic. Not years ago. It was like plastic BB guns, like a toy gun just shoots plastic BBs. That was it. But just like yeah, no. Who the hell said that? BBs. BBs. I'm shooting plastic BBs. No. I mean, I have an airsoft gun, but that's a different story also. But anyway, when it comes, it's an airsoft gun, and honestly, all I've ever shot with it is a bottle, like maybe a soda can, and just like the Target papers that it comes with. It's like, it just has like a target on the thing. That's all I've done. Also, very terribly because I'm a terrible shot. So obviously, I just like keep it down there. I'm like, I don't need to shoot this thing. I'm already terrible with it. But yeah, you don't see me going around trying to shoot somebody with an airsoft gun because I played Doom recently. No, I don't remember doing that lately. I don't remember doing that. I don't think I've ever done that. Nope. I sound sarcastic, but I'm actually serious. I've never done it. I seriously sound sarcastic. Like no, no, like no, no sarcasm. I'm serious. I was actually about to say that with some Hello Gamer post. He just said, "I killed a mosquito playing games. I'm violent, rib." Like FBI, open up. Yep. FBI. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. So nope. So mhm. It's been coming up almost every year, basically. I mean, back in the day, it was Gamergate, which was, I think, mostly came out when Modern Warfare 2 came out. I think that was the main point around Gamergate, was because the mission No Russian was there. And if anybody doesn't know what that is, it was a mission in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 where you play as like a U.S. operative, like pretending to, basically like undercover with yeah, I think it was CIA agent, but like they were undercover with a Russian group and like militia group or whatever, and they were gunning down an airport. And yes, you actually got to play gunning down an airport. So of course that was flagged by a bunch of people and thought, oh, that's a very violent thing, and da da da. Like it's a video game, and I don't see people going around trying to shoot people because of that game. Don't see that happening. Never did. Yeah, they spawn. Big difference, but still, it's not caused by the game. It's just the point that that's what happened. And a lot of people goes nuts. And then that's another thing that also Peligamer points out. Mostly in a lot of cases, it's kind of boomers going with it, like that generation, and like people. Basically, it's either boomers or it's whatever was before millennial, whatever was before that, or '90s kid. It's just basically no Gen Z is after is millennial, like after millennial is Gen Z. Boomer is like from what was it, 50 to I don't know. I don't know, but all I know is that was like something like that. But uh, there's a lot of people out there. Basically, they just haven't played a game or something. It's not their thing, and they just see the violence. And it's like, oh, it's got to be causing it. Like there's these violent video games. That's a good cause, right, for people to start doing this stuff, kids and everything. Like, no, you know what causes it? Those people out there, you know those parents of those people, you were probably terrible parents. That's what it was. And also, oh, wait. Are we doing this? Okay, hold on. Hold on. I gotta get mine ready. Uh, Thanks, put it right here. Okay. All right. And boop. There we go. We just edited it. So if you can, yeah, all you have to do is just like drag of Discord, then just drag it into. I'm saying you can. Yeah, the community knows about this. September 1st. What does it say? 1909? Oh, 1930. I'm sorry, it's hard to read that. Colorize. You read it. Yep, right there, everybody. That's how that works. Jesus Christ. Our community, honestly, the best. They just know where to go. That's what started it. Everybody, what started World War II? Hitler played a violent video game. Damn it. Mm. It all is starting to make sense. The dots are starting to connect. Somebody played Battleship, I think. I think they played Battleship and they're just like, huh, we should actually do that. And they just sent actual battleships out there and decided, we should actually start attacking each other. That's definitely how America got started into the war because Germany decided, hey, like, oh, hey, we played Battleship recently. That we played the Battleship. Let's do this. And just destroy, like, it's like your Battleship. And just like, war. Yes. Probably. We probably will, but you know what? We're trying here. Here's the deal. Yeah. And by the way, anything of what we just said, it's not like we're trying to be offensive to, let's say, for example, Germany, because it's just most of what I just referenced. This was back in the day. This is way back in the day when stuff like this happened. It's not like now. Hans loads the shell. All right. Nice. Okay. It's not that I feel bad for it. It's just the fact that I know how the internet is, and I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna be like, you know what? If you're gonna be offended by this, that's kind of your. I'm not trying to be offensive. You're just taking it that way. Okay. I mean, their offensive humor is usually the funniest humor. Sorry to say, it is. It just depends on what you're trying to be offensive to. There are certain limits you don't cross, but then there's others where it's like just cross it like crazy. Are you sure? Do you cross the country line? Do you want to cross the America country line? You want to see how that goes? I wouldn't try it. Anyway, you don't want to cross that line. Trust me. Oh, so you're saying if you go through the south border? I mean, you're probably right, but regardless, back to the main deal with video. So the main thing, obviously, is this has basically been a study for years that has been going on, testing tons of people, tons of kids. Never there been a video games, violence. No, there we go. Yeah, yeah. Trust me, we're not violent towards people. We're violent towards our possessions. I mean, they can't. It's our property. You can't arrest us for breaking our own property. State of New York versus versus that guy. Court case. He broke his controller. What a violent, horrible person. Sentenced to 5 years in maximum security prison. Jesus. Like, your stuff. Yeah, I bought him this controller. Well, if you bought it for him and it's for him, that's his. No. No, man. No. Bro. Uh, honestly. I mean, in I mean, in reality, though, when people do that, they kind of break their stuff because they're angry or whatever. I mean, I get it in some cases. I mean, it happens and you don't really mean to. It's just like most of the time it happens when you're a kid or like young teenager or something. It's like, okay, that much makes a lot of sense. You kind of don't understand the fact that you need to stop breaking your crap. But then when you're like an adult trying to do that, you calm down. Just calm the hell down, okay? You're fine. The world's not ending. Oh my god, you freaking lost. Oh no, I was in second place in Fortnite. God damn it. Like, just can you just, calm down. You're okay. To second place, I'm pretty sure there's a good guarantee you can make it to first. Calm down. But regardless, yeah, it's just there's that. We need to calm down. But when it comes to the whole violent thing, people keep linking it to video games, just thinking, yeah, that's the thing. No, it's called two things: mental issues, because that is the thing. People do have those. And then there's parenting. Totally not. But yeah. Not real. I don't was there a politician who said that? I think oh no, there was a YouTuber who said that. I think Keemstar said it. Uh, I thought it was Keemstar who said it. Like who said that he does. I mean, I thought he was the one who said that mental issues are fake or or anxiety or whatever are fake. Yeah, if it wasn't in your head, it'd be a physical issue. I mean, it is on your head, but it's extremely hard to get around. No, gaming is not a mental disorder. Get the hell out of here. But seriously, dear God, it all connects. First, we have scientists say that gaming is a mental disorder, and now people are saying it causes violence. Oh no, no, it all connects. It's a freaking conspiracy, man. Jesus, no. But anyway, so basically that's how this goes. And then of course we have a cult following with the U.S. president. Yeah, I'm calling you out. Nobody cares. Shut up. Come to my house right now, FBI. I don't care. Point being, yeah, honestly, they probably could think of my IP, but who cares? When it comes down to it, I'm just saying this. We have a stupid cult following here. It's really annoying. Nobody freaking cares. I'm just ranting stupidly right now, but I'm just saying in general that that's not where it started, but it went into it. Now it's got even worse in that case because it's freaking widespread. And then you got other politicians coming in saying the same thing. I'm trying not to get too political, but in the case, it's kind of hard to when politics are all involved in this. Honestly, I don't know. It kind of is. I wouldn't say calm. I'd say if they know the if they have a good moral sense or moral compass. I just don't see the point in owning one. Honestly, I just really don't. I don't really care for it. I don't see it. So that's the thing. If you could just own one, just to, I mean, get for this example, you say you just like it just for that. You know what? You could just put it up somewhere. Put it up for a freaking, I don't know, display and I mean, what you could do is get it, cement the inside, can't freaking be shot at all. It's just a display item, and it's that gun. You just put it up. That's it. I mean, in that case, yeah, it's probably fine, but I just don't really see the point in owning. Really stupid. That's everywhere, and you know, I mean, that's a lot too. That has a lot to do with it. But I don't know. It's just in general when it comes down to it. I don't know. A lot of people going again. I'm trying to circle back to the original topic because we keep going down a rabbit hole. I'm trying to climb out. But when it comes down to it, I just don't see why anybody would think that. And I actually have a very good example here. There was somebody on the news lately. I don't remember where it was, where the news station was at, like what state or whatever. But they brought in like a therapist or psychiatrist or something. I don't remember what, but they brought that in. It was like an old lady, and it sounds kind of weird saying old lady is an old woman. I don't know, but the point is, it just it was that, and had her come in like, oh, what's your thoughts on games being connected to violence or whatever? And like she brings up this whole fact of games, yes, being cause of violence, and Fortnite could be causing all that too. With all the kids and everything, it's a real issue. And then saying like, well, TV's kind of violent, but it's not really that bad of a thing. Like, oh, okay, okay, okay. You're gonna rant on. You're not at all gonna talk about TV. I don't know about you, but there's a lot of violent stuff on TV. A lot. But no. That's another thing that was talked about too. Freaking music also being like, oh, music can cause violence too because of the stuff that it has in it. Like, okay, I'll admit one thing. There is certain music out there that can kind of put you into a mood per se because it's the way it does. It's just how it works. I mean, me, when I'm mad or something, I'll actually have music that's like more heavy or more, I don't know, just like, it kind of seems that way because it's just my type of mood. But it kind of has a reverse effect on me, really. It doesn't make me more mad or make me want to go freaking punch people or shoot people. It makes me want to calm down because it just like it for some reason has a reverse effect and calms me down because it's that type of music. I don't need freaking I don't need freaking Beethoven to calm me down. I can use this stuff and it just works fine. I don't know why, but it does. Yeah, ton. I have a ton of playlists on my phone for like different moods, and yeah, yeah, that's obviously one. So I do both really, but me, I'm not really a vocal speaker in a lot of cases. I mean, yeah, I know I'm being very vocal here, but it's kind of different, really. For me, it's not really that it's forced to. It's just like I feel like I'm comfortable saying everything here. But if it's just like if I'm talking to somebody randomly, like if someone was trying to get me a therapist or something to like talk to about stuff, I definitely do not can't talk about anything. I can't just open up and start talking about literally everything that goes on in my life. But then I can literally just be on the phone with somebody and like text or message on something. I could go on and on for a while. It just goes. Spotify has the best music. Sorry, keep going. Mm, they usually do like actual practice stuff on people and actually have to, you know, do that. Yeah, I mean, I can get that. But when it comes down to it, though, for some cases, I do see therapists as a good thing for certain people. But I'm just saying for me, it wouldn't work. It's not a thing for me. I wouldn't need that. Even if I was like pretty depressed, which I have been in the past. It's like that. It would not work for me at that time. I just wouldn't do it. But only because we're talking. Oh yeah, whatever. It's kind of. Oh God, we've been. Yeah, the two things we have done on this podcast so far, we have trash therapist, one of our friends is, we have trashed English, and somebody in our friends has an English major too. Sorry, SFC.
but yeah, okay, they deserve it. They deserve it. I'm sorry. Look, I mean, you deserve it. There's only like 10% of you. Really? There's only like 3% of you. Nah, okay, I'll be fair. Like five or eight, I guess. That of the percentage that are good. That you're really awesome people. But then there's the rest these days that are just completely freaking toxic like hell. Like I just want nothing to do with you. Why not? I don't know. I mean, there's not really much else we could say really about video games and violence. It's just that it doesn't happen. Well, you've been laughing a lot, but it's just there's nothing really much else I can say when it comes to video game violence because it's an obvious thing. I don't know why people randomly think that's a connection because it's not. I mean, yeah, there was this thing recently. Do you know of Dr. Phil? Like, you know that guy? I'm just saying if you know the name. That's all. If you, I'm just saying. But okay, I mean, when watching it because people were saying it was like really dumb. Not what was going on. It was like dumb that of I don't know. It's like saying that he was one of the people who was also saying that no, video games do not cause violence. He was saying that he was trying to debunk the whole thing too. Like okay, good for that guy. At least he knows. But Scott, well, no. Basically, just believe what other people say. Yeah, just pretty much. It's like, oh, this person has a high position in a government or something. Like, they say this. Well, I guess it must be true. No, it's not. It's just their stupid beliefs, which is most of the time how it is because they're too old and don't understand how life is these days. It's changed a lot since they were younger. So, yeah. But then, like I said before, it's just that, what was it? In the Dr. Phil episode, it was about a kid who uh, this is the thing. The kid basically is, yeah, the kid definitely needs a lot of correction. A lot. He's a horrible kid. And I'm only saying that, I'm not saying that to belittle a kid. I'm just saying that what is with him swears all the time, uh, plays a lot of mature games basically, just swears all the time, says a lot of crap, extremely disrespectful to parents when the parents are not actually, you know, being annoying in that sense. They're not actually doing that. The only thing is, the real problem, the mom allowed, okay, yeah, the parents in this case, or in a sense, the mom, was allowing the kid to play these games. There is a rating on these games for reasons. In the US, we have the ESRB system. And in Europe, I believe it's the PEGI system. Or something. Kind of in a sense, but we basically have it on the label. It still is the same thing because we have E, which obviously just everyone. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like it's E everyone, E 10 up, so no one above, so it's everyone 10 and up in that case. Then you got T, which is teen, M mature, which it does say on the label. Like T is like 15 and up, I think, and then mature is 17 and up. And then of course we have adult, which is 18 and up. So you have actual deal. In a way, I wouldn't really do M. I kind of don't like the fact that M and A are separate things. In a way, I feel like if it's 17 and up, 18 and up should still be a thing. It's 1 year apart. 1 year. What are you gonna do in that 1 year? You basically already have this in your head. You know what they could do? They could put an X. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say X for like adult content. Like if it's like the for some stupid reason somebody wants a pornographic game, X. There you go. X rated.
Or if you actually want to do the real rating, it's XXX. But yeah, point being, no. Yeah. Yeah, I can vouch. But But to go back to the story of the kid, it's just basically that she buys the games for him and supply. Basically, she's the enabler in this case. She enables him to do these things because she buys GTA 5 and all these other games. I forgot the other ones, but I know GTA 5 was definitely one of them. It's apparently his favorite to play, and her reason was just like, oh, because he wanted it. Could he go like, who cares if he wants it? Put your foot down and say and look and be like, oh hey, uh, what this game has in it. Because let's say Halo, for example, a lot of it was but honestly, a kid could play it. There's just a few swearing in there. It's not really that bad. I mean, sure, there's killing aliens, but it's killing aliens. What the hell are you gonna do? And then freaking 5 was rated T. But point being, that's not really too bad on the spectrum. Then you have GTA 5, which has a lot of obviously swearing. Then it can even, I guess, be considered a racial slur in that case, which it's not unless you try to let it be. And then you got actual strip clubs in the game that you can go to, and prostitutes and everything. All that is in there, and drinking alcohol, smoking weed, all this other stuff. Just everything is in there, and you give that to your kid, I forgot his age. It's like I don't know. He's still young. Definitely, he is not at puberty yet. You can tell. Maybe I don't know. Could be like 7 to 10, roughly. But yeah, it's just actually I played San Andreas when I was little. But honestly, it's just when I was like younger. I don't remember how old it was, but I played that, and honestly, that game didn't have that much in it to me because I didn't get too far in it. I mainly played with cheat codes. That's all I did. I just turned on the cheat codes and just blew crap up because it was fun. I mean, who didn't? I mean, honestly, I turned on the cheat codes. Excuse me. Turned on the cheat codes and I killed it. Just destroyed everything. Yeah. Oh my god. Computer or something, or go into the store and they would have cheat code books, and you would have a piece of paper with you, and you would just write down all the cheat codes it had. Like, okay, this is what I want. Or if you had a computer at the time and it had good enough internet, then you could write it down there. Then there you go, tons of paper with that. Like Jesus. I am sure. I am sure there is a piece of paper somewhere still here. I probably threw it away already, but I don't know. It's probably still somewhere in this house, which has destroy all humans cheat codes because I just have them. Oh my geez. Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of times now it's harder these days, or it's like, oh, you can't do this, cheat code, whatever. Like, okay, why not? Be nice, add some cheat codes, it'd be cool. And then a lot of games they're having as unlockables, where it's like, oh, you beat the game, here's a cheat code. Like it'll just give it to you. Like, well, now I feel like there was no effort involved. Yes, I had to beat a game, but kind of just feels like I was given something when I could have just like actually had the effort to go look it up. I mean, like, it's like cheating a cheat code, if that makes any sense. Like, it feels like I just got cheated out of using a cheat code. It's kind of stupid because it's like it's a built-in. I mean, yeah, cheat codes are built in, but it's like it feels different. especially in older games, because people didn't know about these cheat codes. They had to figure this crap out, and they didn't even know about it or that cheat codes were a thing. And nowadays, everyone knows what a cheat code is, and it's just right then and there. Like, okay, it just kind of sucks. Yeah, I mean, basically, as Halo Gamer is saying here, I mean, cheat codes back in the day were used to test the game. Like, Des would use it to test stuff in the game for it to work. And now, they don't really need it because they have software to do all that. So you can just test it like that. And before, they would have like debug menus in every single game. So you could actually see what the developers saw when they had their like debug builds or whatever. But now, of course, you can't do that. Very limited. But back on the point, yeah, I played GTA San Andreas as a kid. That didn't make me any bit violent. Yeah, no. And then we have this kid with GTA 5, which is way more worse than San Andreas, way more worse for a child. And then that was the thing. A lot of adult content, especially in 5. Yeah, especially in GTA 5. But I don't know. Yeah, that was like in the first few minutes. Well, actually, no, not the first few minutes. The first few minutes was the heist, but once you get in control of Franklin, then there's a lot of it. So, me, it's just easy to remember stuff. But yeah, it just they, like I said, the woman basically just enabled her kid way too much. She needed to put the foot down. And honestly, if she's getting tired of his crap, take the stuff away from him. You can do that. It's not gonna freaking kill you. Sure, the kid's gonna have a freaking rage fit, but he'll calm down later enough. He needs to learn that hey, if you're gonna act like this, you don't get this. That's how basically I'd be with my own kid in that case. I'm not gonna freaking just hand him off the freaking super violent games and all that other crap. Not because of him shooting up a place, because honestly, just that's just not really a thing he needs to play at the moment. And no, I'm not gonna do that. That's pretty. Don't need that happening. Yeah, I mean, like I said, again, when it comes to gonna name it again, Halo in this sense, like it's not really that violent. So if they're younger, sure, I can let you play that. It's not really that bad. You're not really gonna go for it. I mean, yeah, you could be a supervisor. I mean, you have to supervise your kids while you're playing these games. That's the other bit. Oh God, please don't. You watch them, make sure what they're doing, make sure they're not doing something stupid in it. And of course, if I mean, obviously, if you're gonna be one of those parents that absolutely hates swearing just for them to hear the swear word, then hey, you could sit there with the remote in your hand and press mute every time. Be that freaking bear. I mean, I don't see the point in hiding a swear word. I just see the point in making sure they know not to say them until later on. Like, wait years for you to even say it. You can hear it all you want, but don't say any of it. I mean, you're going to be angsty anyway. What else is now? Might as well go ahead and do something instead of saying all the made up words that you've done throughout the years. Yeah, I mean that's basically where this kid went wrong in a sense is that his parents went wrong. Didn't supervise, didn't try to teach the kid right away the right and wrong of that situation. They just got yeah. I mean, it's bad enough they even made a YouTube Kids app, which, yes, that is mostly for way younger kids. But at the same time, there is content on there for the slightly older ones. Like, there is, say, the super family friendly, game creators. Like, those are good, I guess. I mean, they really are. I mean, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to say, yeah. Okay. Here's the thing about that though. Here's what people don't understand. That even adults like back in the day, they don't understand it either. It's even weird about that. There are old cartoons and old movies and stuff that they'd show us. They don't understand how bad it was. Yes, there are adult jokes in cartoons back then, which honestly I love those type of cartoons where there you can make a type of adult joke where the kid will absolutely not get it at all, but the adults absolutely will, which in a lot of cases would be like, let's say, Rocco's Modern Life or whatever. That was filled with a lot of them. That had a bunch of like it was good enough for kids to, and they wouldn't get any of the jokes. But I mean, it's yeah. I mean, it, yeah. We had that. And what's even worse is a lot of people like all these like Christmas specials and everything. Oh, it's a whole child family experience. These Christmas specials and like, oh, here comes uh Rudolph. Like, oh yeah, that's a good Christmas special. Well, if you look into that, it's not. That is not a good thing for kids. It's literally a a special about bullying a kid and making him be something he's not. And then also, having him cover up like him because he's unique, cover up his uniqueness. Basically, because they think because hell, he had a red nose that blinks, so they gave him something to cover up his nose. Like seriously, you're basically teaching a kid to not be unique in this case. Old shows doing that crap, but yet then you go over to the freaking new stuff and you're just like, oh, this old stuff. Like, how about no? Even your crap was bad. What the? How the hell did you not turn out different? Oh wait, you did because half the freaking older generations are the racist ones. Not joking. Very true. Honestly, not. I mean, hell, look in the case of the U.S., for example. Yeah, I'm going to get political here. Get over it. But when it comes down to it, look at that, for example. The whole reason why this actual country was founded was because we are just tired of the UK doing their thing, and we wanted to be a little bit different, and we want a place for everybody to just go somewhere and do their own thing. And now we have it where it's like, oh no, we want our own thing. We don't want any of your stuff over here or anything like that. We don't want any of you over here. Da, da, da. Like, okay, now you're just making it worse. You're just basically contradicting. And another contradiction is, oh, hey, we wanted to get away from taxes. Hey, look this. Now we're one of the most taxing places ever. Hmm.
America. Technically, it took a lot more. I mean, it took that long for us to get rid of slaves, but that doesn't really matter because then again, they weren't even treated like people after that anyway. It took a lot longer for that to happen. 50s for that one. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can, in some cases, it almost, I mean, okay, I could take one reason, and then after that, it's just like, no, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, one reason would obviously be they don't want to shelter because then they become a part of the war and they have to actually do something about it in that case. I mean, they don't have to do anything about it, but just be a shelter. But then, the people they're at war with will just start to come after them in the place. So I guess that almost makes sense, but the rest just no. People have planes these days. Yeah, that's I'm surprised there isn't a North American war yet. I'm very surprised. Actually, just an American war, just War of the Americas. I mean, now we have freaking basically a lot of them of the United States these days is very racist towards anybody down south. So that would go well on that bit. And then of course Canada would just be like, nope, we are out of this. Nope, you guys do your own thing. That makes no sense in this content, but okay. No. No, I'm pretty sure at that rate Canada would just split off and be like, oh hey, we're just gonna make our own continent now. Screw you guys. We'll just push the US down to the South America. You guys can join that and go to war in that case, have like a civil thing. And we'll just stay up here north. I mean, California is apparently trying to become their own country. I mean, yeah. Oh, that actually reminds me. That's another thing that just happened recently. I did mention it in the Discord or in our group that so apparently Trump was trying to buy what was it, Greenland, I think? I don't remember. He was trying to purchase that. I don't remember where it was exactly, but he was trying to do that from Denmark or somewhere from Denmark. And they said no, no, you can't have that. It's not for sale. And then they turned around and say, however, we would be willing to buy the United States. And I do believe they've gone on record saying that they are offering to buy the United States. For one, well, it's not about that. Just that honestly, I'm pretty sure the United States would just screw Greenland the hell up even worse. But it's the point that, I mean, I guess it's better. But honestly, I feel like it'd be honestly a better idea if Denmark did buy the U.S. Because if you think about it, I'm just saying this in general. Think about this. So honestly, the United States is in serious debt right now. It literally is. It's in like trillions of dollars of debt. That's why we have that huge government shutdown
because we were in debt, all because of some stupid crap of, oh, hey, build the wall crap, whatever the hell. All that stupid crap. We went into debt. Denmark wants to buy, we would be out of debt. But then we have this other bit where they would own, but they actually have better stuff than we do. Yeah, they have free healthcare, free education, free higher education, actually, and everything else. So yeah, you can go to a good enough college free, and also you get free healthcare. Yeah, I'm just saying in general, like they get a bunch of stuff. They have a bunch of better stuff. There's another free thing they have, but I forgot what it was. But I just know that's free healthcare, free higher education, and I'm like, those are very good benefits that I honestly wish we had. I think Tennessee or something's getting some kind of free education in a way, but I think it's for like lower education. I don't think it's for higher. But yeah, I'm just saying in general. Hmm. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, though, there's the other thing. If we actually went into a full blown, like, again, another world war, pretty sure no one's surviving. Because honestly, we now have the ability to nuke half the planet. That's not a joke. I'm just saying, because if everybody launches their nukes, if every high country or everyone that has them launches them, nothing's going to be left. It's basically just going to be complete ash everywhere. Pretty sure it's going to be Hiroshima times 100 or a million. I don't know. Just it's a lot. 1,000. It's crazy, insane bad. So yeah, no. Everyone always wants to avoid war. Three different people right now. I'm saying we're in a cold war with like three different people. I know. That's what I'm saying. Right now, we've always been on end with Russia, no matter what. Even back in World War II and all that, we were still on edge with them. We didn't really trust them then. It's just that we had to group up because obviously Russia didn't like Germany. We didn't like Germany. It just only fit. So obviously we were allied in that case. But that was the only reason. In a sense, yes, because we kind of eased it down, but at the same time, it's not fully down because it's still kind of there. It still happened. I mean, apparently, according to South Korea, this is actually some that I saw earlier today. Apparently, according to South Korea, North Korea launched two projectiles underwater today. So don't really know what that is, but yeah, that happened. So I'm like, okay, well that's always. Freaking North Korea is with a Cold War with almost everybody. Nobody likes North Korea. That's why they have their border. I don't know. It's messy. I mean, neither side trust each other, so it's obviously the better way to go. But all I know is it's just gonna be a lot of crap. I mean, honestly, it's also pretty bad that basically Trump and Putin are basically just friends at this. I mean, they're not, but I say friends because honestly, you could see a lot of time with them like meeting and all that. I'm like, okay, good for you too. Uh, honestly, I feel like at this rate, I mean, it's kind of sad that they kind of drill you in school in a sense. I'm saying America in this sense. They, in a way, try to drill you to say to make you in a way like a patriot or a someone who he likes their country and stuff. And at this rate, that never worked for a lot of people because a lot of people hate this country now and have for years. Just for the hell of it, I guess we have a real reason. Honestly, I see us in the next few hundred years, just or at least in the next millennia, just killing ourselves in some way. I just see it happening because honestly, that's just where it's going. Everything's crumbling down as it is. I'd say that's going to be a long time first. Because honestly, that's another thing. Just a lot of people get obviously when there was all those times like, oh, end of the world coming, like that's going to be a long time from now. The only way that will happen is if again the nuke thing, but that's the only other way. Earth itself happening or freaking heat death of the universe or galaxy, I should say, or whatever. Yeah, no, that's just no. Yeah, because there's really nothing to say. We're off topic. We've gone really off. We got really political. My bad. This is a topic that obviously, yeah, you're cutting out a little bit, but it's okay. I know it happens. But anyway, this is a topic that basically also Halo Gamer brought up, like asking, "Oh, do I know about it?" I'm like, "Well, that's a topic for later, so no worries." Yeah, so this honestly probably would have gone way better if we started with this topic first before the violent thing because honestly it worked kind of hand in hand a little bit, but a little too late. So, hold on. So yeah, uh, how am I gonna explain this in a very good way? So basically, ever since E3, so oh okay, so basically, since E3, everyone's been like in super hype about Halo Infinite, which is obviously the new one coming out for good reason. I mean, honestly, they I mean, yeah, the new engine that's come out, and the trailer looked very great because it looked basically really different, as if it was a uh, much better looking game. Anyway, all that stuff, and 343 Industries, which is the creator director leaving. The yeah, the creative director left. I didn't read too much into this, honestly. I mean, Halo Gamer, if you want to fill in the gaps for me, you may. But basically, just like that person left, and the community has gone freaking crazy, like insanely crazy about everything. And there's a subtopic in this for a reason why I put it. But in a sense, early in the development, they they told everybody that loot boxes are not going to be a thing in Halo Infinite. They're not going to be a thing. We're not going to have loot boxes or anything like that because everybody hates them for a good reason. They're stupid. Don't know why anybody wants to put a loot box in a game, but basically they told because in Halo 5 they had a loot box system called rec packs, which is basically like a pack of cards in a sense. It's like open a card, get random cards in it. That was the actual idea of it, but it's still technically a loot box system where you got a bunch of stuff. And a lot of people say, oh, it's pay to win. Technically, it wasn't. It's just you got a lot of stuff you could use in a mode called Warzone, but you can get all that stuff just by leveling up instead of having to pay the money. But yes, you can pay money in order to get that too. But it's like you could easily get it leveling up like a couple levels. It's not gonna kill you. But basically they just said that wasn't going to be a thing in the new one, and now they're saying that they need to get triple A monetary compensation, community monetary compensation, or something like that, and which basically is another word for microtransaction. So they need some way in order to keep the game running, and that's their way of doing it. Of course, everybody sees the word microtransaction and they think, "Oh God, loot boxes! Oh God, this is gonna be terrible now!" Like you don't know what that word means. No one does. They think it's a horrible thing. It really isn't. There's a lot of games back in the day that had microtransactions. A lot. And all basically it could just be a cosmetic. You could just be like, oh hey, I'm paying for a skin, or I'm paying for uh, a new armor set. I don't know. That's the thing. It's kind of like a trade system. I'm saying it's like a trade. You're either going to have paid DLC or you're going to have microtransactions. That's kind of the point in it, because just doing the game itself is not going to give you that much money back. Doesn't matter how many players you get in it, no matter how many people buy it, you're not going to really get a lot of. I mean, sure, some people will, but you need to be able to keep up an online server, because online servers cost a lot of money to keep running. And for a game that'll be going on for years to come, yeah, that is very difficult. I mean, look at Halo 3, for example. That came out in 2007. You can still play that game online. There's still some servers running for that. And Halo Reach, which everybody still plays, it came out in 2010. People are still playing that. The servers are still running. That costs a lot of money. They need some way to keep all this running, all these servers. So microtransaction makes a lot of sense to just do that. And they already said they're not going to make loot boxes. People think they're going to bring it in anyway. But I mean, Yeah, it's still that's still technically pay to win, but I mean, just like it's not like that. I mean, well, I mean, it kind of still is because even if it gives you a slight advantage, that still technically counts as a pay to win in some way because you can still pay money in order to get better rather than just leveling up like everyone else does and getting better. You can just pay to skip. But in this case, I'm saying there's a lot of ways they can do it. I mean, they're thinking of bringing the reach armor customization back, which the way that worked is you level up in the game, you get XP, and when you get to a new level, you have credits, or basically you get credits every time you do something. So basically, play a campaign mission or go into multiplayer, play a different game mode, just stuff like that. You get credits for it, and those credits can be used to spend on your armor customization. So you could do that to get better. What they could do is obviously just, well, not to get better, I'm saying just to get different stuff. But what they could do is just have it where you can pay money to immediately get those credits and then spend it on the customization because it's just cosmetic. It's just to make you look different. That's all it does. There's no other deals with it. So that is honestly very fine with me. I'd be perfectly fine just like having that type of system. Because in that case, you can both level up and get them, or you can pay and just get them all right there. And even back in the reach stage, you had to be a certain level to unlock this certain armor type. So even if you paid, you'd still have to wait. So in that case, it'd still be fine. I'm sure no one's gonna ask why didn't you just add loot boxes? Because if anybody out there loves the idea of loot boxes, there's something wrong with you. Me, hmm, that's an RNG system. That's something I still kind of hate is an RNG system because that's something Destiny has. I mean, it has that where in a sense where it's like it's an RNG loot system where you don't even know if you're gonna get what you want. I mean, let's say for example you want a very good gun, you have to you have to just get lucky. I know, but I'm saying well, it's not really an advantage because everyone can actually do it. It's just you still have to get kind of lucky. It's either you get this gun or you get this one, or you get this gun or you get a shader to just change the color of your guy. Like that's it. Well, no, you can't use real money to buy guns in Destiny. I'm just saying it's an RNG system, so it's you know that actually makes sense because it's part of the game itself. Yeah, it does. It does have a whatever microtransactions for customization stuff, cosmetics. That does exist, and you can buy like different. Uh, well, yeah, I never understood that either. Hmm. It is a very big gambling problem. Like literally, they don't see it as that, but it really is. You could seriously get a crazy gambling addiction just trying to buy different uh, loot boxes trying to get to this. I mean, you could just go for random sake, just like I just want a random one. I'll just buy this random skin, and just like boom, there it is. And I also think that should just be an option where you can buy whichever you want, and then you have a random where it just like picks out a random. It just does an RNG system. It's like, okay, this is one you get. All right, cool. That's it. That is the first time I've heard that be pronounced like that. Hmm. Yeah. Like I said, that is the first time I've heard it be pronounced like that. Yeah. I'm used to everybody saying duplicate, but yeah, whatever differences. Uh, but yeah, honestly, I don't know. Just well, that's not a thing. Like, it's not like absolute RNG. Like, you could be a level 1 character and I don't know, get like a level 20 gun. Like that doesn't happen. It's RNG on a scale. Like, it matters of which level you're on, you get that bit. And so that's what I mean of the RNG system. And even sometimes if you do get a very good gun, you can't use it until you're a certain level. So let's say again you get a level 20 gun, you're level 1, you can't use that gun until you are level 20. That's its point. So even if you get that good gun, you still gotta wait anyway. Yeah, that's great. Well, I mean, it's gone kind of fast, but at the same time, it's still rather slow. Pretty much. Yeah. I mean,
In reality, it's just the main reason why I've been in the whole bored state. It's not really because I didn't have internet. It's a indirect reasoning. So the indirect reason would be I didn't have internet, but the actual reason is just because a lot of my games were locked down. I wasn't allowed to play them. All because my Xbox decided to freaking send me back to initial setup. That's my only reason. Because honestly, I could have hooked up to my mobile hotspot and stop game sharing with Evil and just get my games back. He even said so I could have got my games back and I could have played off. That's a dumb system they have where if you game share with someone, uh, it splits the licenses. So if I was offline, I can't play any of the games I purchased. So the point is that I have to get it back from him. And yeah, of course, it logged me out of that. I had to get an update, which was pretty big. So couldn't update it. Then it puts me back to initial setup. And yeah, I was stuck without an Xbox that has like 100 and something games on it. And I was not allowed to play it, which really sucks. It's even worse. Hmm. I was thinking what's even worse is that like I was like in a really big mood to play like the Resident Evil remake, the first one. I was like, man, I really want to play this. Like, I don't have it on PC, I have it on Xbox, and I also have the GameCube version, but I was gonna plug up the GameCube. But I'm just like, I have that version. Like, I want to play this. Like, yeah, that'd be fun. Like, okay, do all this. Like, no, it got locked. I'm in a really good mood for it. Like, yeah, but there's so many other Resident Evils I'm working on. I can't add another one. It just gets so convoluted. I want to get started on 4 again. I want to try to beat it. And then I got to continue 0, get that going. I mean, it's a blind playthrough on 0. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Pretty much. And back in the day, I did a director's cut playthrough of like Chris's playthrough. So I would have to continue that mostly just because I don't want to restart it. I'd actually want to continue back where I was. And then I have to do Chris's playthrough again in the remake because I already did Jill's. So a lot of issues there. And Chris's playthrough sucks. And you have to find freaking mini keys to open the lockpick doors because Chris can't use a lockpick. He's not the master of unlocking. Sure, he gets a freaking lighter they use 2 times in the entire game to just to freaking brighten an area and uh light a fireplace. Well, then again, it also helps kill crimson heads, but still, it's really annoying. I don't know. Resident Evil, old times. Yeah. Why did it have that? Pretty much. Uh, I don't know. They just like add a bunch of crap that we want, or a lot of games go online only, or all this other stuff. Like we don't really want that. I mean, of course, Destiny is online only, which really sucks. Then you got, I don't think Anthem is, but honestly, it's just a broken mess anyway. There's a bunch of other crap. I'm like, Then we went into the battle royale stage, and just everybody was like, "Oh, jump on board! We gotta do it! Like it's a trend." Now freaking Fallout 76 is trying to get a battle royale mode. I mean, it's been since E3, and I'm like, why? Why are you guys doing that? Because I mean, I guess, but well, I mean, honestly, they're making good upgrades to it. But I'm just saying, it just
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, hey, it worked good for No Man's Sky. Why not try Fallout 76? I mean, true, that is a thing, but it's just, I don't know. Speaking of, I really want No Man's Sky. Like, I actually really want it now. All because that Beyond update, I'm like, dude, I want this. Yeah, but I just don't have many friends on PlayStation. That's the problem. I literally only have you. Only you. I have like 3 or 4, maybe 5 friends I could play on Xbox, and we could all play together in the same world. Like in the same, well, not really the same world because everyone's connected now because the MMO aspect of it. But it just, we could actually do like a joined party type of deal. Like we have like all those 5 people would join in if you could do that many. You have all that, and then on PC and actually PS4 as well because the PSVR, you can No Man's Sky. I don't know. Also, hmm, I was talking about you can also do VR and No Man's Sky with PSVR and PC. Yeah. Anyway, hello gamer. You mentioned something about MOG Pro friend. What are you on about? I don't know what friend we're talking about here. None of my friends have even acted like that, so I don't know what we're. Hmm? What are you doing? No. What? I don't know. What command are you trying to do? Uptime. I don't. The guy that carries on Reach Legendary. That's not. Well, it's close. Close to our mission. Nice. I wouldn't really say that he carries. Well, I mean, he kind of does. But wait, we didn't. Wait, did we play Reach Legendary? Is that what we did? Oh, I don't know. But did we play on Legendary? I don't. No, no, I'm saying we did like streams, like where we played the entire game. But I don't remember if we did it on Legendary. Did we? I don't remember that. I don't know if we did it on Legendary, if we did it on like normal or something. But regardless, the restream you were doing. Yeah, I know. I don't know if we were doing it on Legendary. I don't remember if we were. If we were, then okay, then yeah. But that's Cynical Evil. Yeah, we don't really stream too often these days, and we still play some games. I mean, literally, he asked at like a couple hours ago. He asked if I wanted to play something, but I told him that I was gonna be busy. So tomorrow or later today, whatever. We can do that. But yeah. I mean, I don't know. He's only good at Reach because he played it like crazy. It's like it's basically his favorite thing. I'm pretty sure Reach is his favorite. I don't know, but yeah, we just don't. We don't really do a lot of videos or streams together these days because he's usually busy doing his thing. And whenever we do play a game together, we mainly just do it for fun. There's not a lot of games that we want to stream or record. I mean, I could, and I don't really think he minds either because I've done it in the past where I just started recording out of nowhere, and he's like, "Are you recording or something?" I'm like, maybe. He's like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, yeah. I mean, hell, me and him have known each other for almost like, oh god, 8, 9 years, like 8 or 9 years maybe. We've known each other. So, I mean, we met in school. So, yeah, it just kind of become a thing at this point. I mean, that was kind of the thing. Like back in the day, that's all we wanted to do was make videos and stream stuff. That's all we really wanted to do. But eventually, he got tired of it. You know, he just didn't really want to. Yeah, he didn't really want to. He got tired of the recording and streaming on his end, and he's tried picking it back up every so often, but it just didn't really work. You know, he's like, eh. He likes it when at least one person watches, because he likes having someone to at least talk to when there's someone when he's doing a stream. So because he likes to at least talk to somebody when he's doing that. It doesn't really matter who. He likes to talk to somebody. So yeah, I'm not gonna watch someone who plays Fortnite. I mean, honestly, it's not like I'm gonna belittle them because of it or anything. It's just like I'm gonna just be like, oh, well, you're playing Fortnite. I'm not really interested in that, so you do you, man. Later. Nah, I mean, I'll just be like, oh, Fortnite. That's boring. You know, you do your thing, man. That's what you want to play. Play along. Me, no. Yeah. I mean, in reality, I feel like, I mean, I feel like when it comes, is kind of the way you are in a sense. It's just that when it comes to, is that it's more so you just wouldn't want to watch because it really, because you are that way when it comes to at least anime. Yeah, you just lagged out there. But yeah, okay, we lagged out on both ends. I was saying that you don't really care much when it comes to Halo, probably because of the overhyped bits. That's how you are in a lot of anime shows too. So that's kind of makes sense. I played it too. It's not really it's not about the hype that killed it for me. It's boring for me. I don't like it. Mm. And honestly, what's even worse is the fact that the one of the main reasons why I don't like to play it is because like the skill gap is a game like that. Well, I'm talking my on it at this rate. So the skill gap is very large when it comes to Fortnite because it's not about the skill gap between getting kills, it's the building. Like for someone who newly comes into the game, you're gonna get destroyed a lot. There's no way you're gonna win no matter what. It's just the fact it's gonna happen because hell, you have some random kid, which this is me by experience because yeah, my cousin can literally just freaking build a freaking structure within a minute or like just 10 seconds, just boom, done. Like okay, well I am royally screwed in any way, so no, can't do that stuff. It, yeah, have to get a scar. I just don't like the battle royale aspect at all. I mean, I don't care what game it is. I mean, in some cases, yeah, I think when I play the first one or two games, like, oh, it's not that bad. But then I just look at it and I'm like, I don't really care. Because, I mean, when it came to Fortnite, it was kind of that way. Then when it came to Apex, it was like, it's okay. All right. I mean, it's okay. It's not the type of game I'd want to play. And I hate PvP games anyway. I never like single player or co-op or story. I don't. I never play a game for multiplayer because it's like I don't like it, especially when it comes to me. I'm one of the worst gamers you can think of. So if I try to go in there, I will always lose. There's barely a time I'd win. That game I thought was terrible to begin with. I just don't like it. It's rather stupid. But no, I just thought it was stupid. I just straight up thought the gameplay was stupid. Like, oh, well, this is dumb. Whatever. Anyway, that's hey, I wasn't done. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that is where the real nerd. Because we went a little. Yeah. Whew. Now, if we had face cams on, you'd probably see me with glasses on. Not right now, I don't have them on, but I'm saying at the time, have glasses on, and I'd even look even more nerdy. Make a nerdy face. But I don't know. Yeah. Right. I'm watching a lot. I say watch, but actually listen. I don't really. Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's just there's a couple of shows that I got into, obviously the podcast because there was the channels in general, so I didn't know what they look like and everything. I'm just used to seeing that, and also because half the time they do something where I'm like, okay, I have to be able to see it. I mean, if I'm just watching it or listening to it, I'm not going to get the actual thing. They do a lot of visual stuff on that podcast, so it's like if you're an audio listener, you're kind of screwed. I don't know. I mean, these days it just but I kind of figured out that whenever I'm in the middle of a game, just a game like something that doesn't where I need to pay attention to the story or anything, but just like casual gameplay, I just like put on a random podcast in the background, listening to that instead of music. I should really do that the next time I play Minecraft. Just pop on a podcast. Because usually I do it on my Xbox because I have an app where you could where it's a podcast app, so it's just playing in the background. But I need to get that on a PC and just do that. Good idea. I don't. I use other stuff. Premium, and it'd be way better if I did. So no. And also that uses more process than other stuff. Plus on mobile I used Castbox. Yep. We did a lot. But yeah, anyway. Uh Yeah, that's very wrong. The last thing I'm going to note before we end is just to end this thought on the Spotify thing, because Pale Gamer is obviously saying Spotify good. Like, I know it is good. It's just I really prefer premium for two reasons. One, when it's music, I don't like getting interrupted by ads. It just annoys me. So I'd rather have premium, and I can't do a free trial right now. Pretty sure I don't have any. I've already done it, so I can't do that. And two, I like okay. I've said it many times, but I'm sort of audiophile in a sense. So I really like high quality sound. I really like it when it's very high quality, and premium offers like the highest quality they can do. So I really prefer having that instead of the lower quality versions by just listening. I mean, a lot of people can't tell the difference, but in a way I can. So it's like, so I'd much prefer to have the premium. Just I can't. So it's really my issue. But yeah. Well, the two issues would be one, you'd have our song taste would get mixed together and it wouldn't really work out well. And two, you can't use the family plan because we live in two different areas and they actually track by IP now. So if we actually had some way to mask the IP into one, that'd work. But we don't have that, so they would tell the IPs are different. Yeah, yeah. Just invite everybody to that house. A lot of people do, and that is a cool thing, but a lot of money too. Hey, we could, but that would need all of us to pour money in. We have like 11 people. Well, I was I was saying, don't we have like an extra person in the actual server version of it? Oh, so okay, about 15. I mean, yeah, we could do that, Hell Gamer, the VPN server, or use a VPS. In reality, yeah, we could use a VPS, but virtual private server. But 20, Jesus. But yeah, we could in a sense use a VPS, but it costs money to run those, and in the end, why will we want to run one? Why we want to spend money to run a VPS when we could literally just spend the money for premium, just buy another premium account? So me, an example, I just buy premium, and he has his. So what's the sense? I'd rather just buy premium instead of hosting a server that does virtually the same thing. Sure, I mean I don't really know how many a lot of them cost, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, that should definitely be. Hmm, yeah. Yeah, it's just like I said, it's just I again, our musical taste would get like randomly mixed in. I mean, sure, we have a lot of music that we agree with, like a lot of stuff that we both like, but it's just that it would also a lot of our choices would get mixed in, and it really doesn't work well. Sure, I can make a playlist, I can make a Spotify playlist just for me, but it just yeah. I could literally just make a playlist called Nexus 71C, and there's all my music. But that's I don't want to do that. So I stick to my own and wait till I can afford it. But yeah, jeez, like I'm not already trying. Freaking job employment is difficult in here. Yeah. Well, that's not really that's not like limited to there. I mean, there are places in America where you can get straight up just gigabytes, just absolute straight up that, like gigabyte on both. Or you could get again like 500, 500. You could do all that. You can go crazy. It's just it's limited to certain areas. Sounds kind of boring. I don't know. But I mean, Japan, I can get. There's a lot of cool stuff over there. That's that's in many places actually. I don't know. Anyway, we should definitely cut off here because it's yeah. We're I'm like draining over here. I'm like draining as it is. So yeah, that is basically it. There wasn't really much of. I mean, there was a few topics, obviously, but this one kind of felt a little. This, I mean, yeah, it definitely did, but in a way, I kind of feel like this also went a little down in a sense. Like it's one of the lower episodes, I guess. Like not exactly the grandest. I don't really know why. I mean, it's just. Mm, I mean, the only main thing I did when I lost internet was just stay connected with you guys, like in SFC. That's really all I did. Everything else, I just kind of threw. I just kind of just let go by. Yeah. Mm. I mean, when you get back to it, you're probably going to see a lot of notifications from me. Just saying. Yeah. Mostly I just add you to I just like tag you to giveaways or something. So it's like, oh, tag a friend. Like I don't have many friends, so sweet. Like I don't, especially the Switch ones, because I know none of us have one. I'm like, maybe you could try. I mean, a lot of time. I mean, it's not like they're fake or anything because most of them are real. I don't entirely trust the player.gg ones though. I don't know why. It's just like they seem to. There's too many follow for follow craps or just follows. Like, oh hey, follow all these people, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I follow people because I like them, not because they're doing a giveaway. Yeah, but let's end now. No more conversations. Can we look up the definition and just straight up end? Ending is the deal of end. Follow the. Yes, it is. And by the way, that is also my YouTube description of his. Uh-huh. So good. We're on par. The only thing he doesn't have is my mixer. Who cares? Because honestly, the only people I'm trying to get on Mixer is Mixer people. Don't need to follow me if you're gonna watch me on other platforms. Because if you're gonna watch me on Twitch or if you're gonna watch me on YouTube, just stick to that. The only way that's gonna change is if I'm not allowed to follow mine too. I mean, if there's any lurkers in here, then go ahead. But Hella Gamer's already. I mean, he's the only person who's chatted so far, and he's already in my server, so no point in me putting the code in. You're not wrong. Yeah, I only have one. I mean, technically, I have two, but the other one was just for a project and it's dead. Ouch. I'd like that one to come back, but nobody cares. And I also need 10 voice actors, which is not a thing. Anyway, that's going to be the end, everybody. Hope you enjoyed in some way. Follow, sub, whatever the hell. And yeah, see, should hopefully be 2 weeks from now because we do these every 2 weeks. So hopefully be 2 weeks, either Saturday or Sunday, because it depends on if we're available at those times. But yeah, mostly me. He's always available. Just I randomly sometimes have to do something or somebody's around. Yeah. Anyway, I could totally just pull a Kuro Sensei on you and no, that's a callback to earlier. Yeah, I don't see that working well. Imagine getting him against Kuro. I just don't see that working well. Anyway, what about Kuro can go Mark 20? I don't see. Normal blades don't hurt him though. It's gotta be the other thing. Whatever. Anyway, that's the